Good morning students, Sai Ram. In today's session, we will be continuing with the revision of chapter 1, knowing our numbers. Today we will solve some problems based on the concepts from chapter 1 which we revised in our previous session. So what is the first question? Here this problem is about making the largest and smallest numbers from the given digits. Okay, let's see, using the digits 4, 7, 5, 0, 2 only once, make the largest and the smallest 5 digit numbers. Alright, so we have the digits given here, 5 digits are there and you have to make largest number and smallest number. We have two options as the answers, we have to choose the correct option. So how do we make a largest number from the given digits? For making the largest number, we will arrange the given digits in descending order. That means from big to small or from large to small. Okay, so which is the biggest number? That is 7. Okay, so we will take 7 first. We will take 7 first, and the next digit next to 7, which is the biggest, it is 5, and then the next digit is 4, then comes 2 and 0. So the number becomes 75,420. Alright, and where do you find this answer? This answer is here. Alright, now coming to the smallest number. How do we form the smallest number from the given digits? For forming the smallest number, we arrange the given digits in ascending order. That means from small to big. So what is the smallest digit given here? The smallest digit given here is 0. Alright, it is 0. The smallest given digit, if we take like this, 0, then next smallest one 2, then 4, then 5 and 7. Can we take the number like this? Can we take 0 in the beginning of a number? No, we cannot do that, because the number will become 4 digit number, because 0 here in this place does not hold any value. Alright, so how do we write the smallest number then? What we do, we will take the next smallest digit after 0, that means it is 2, and next of 2 we will take 0, and then rest of the digits we will arrange in ascending order, that means 4, 5 and 7. So the number becomes 20,457. And in which option you get this number? We get this option number here. So B is the correct option for this question. Now let's see the next one. Here we have a few questions which are based on the Indian and international system of numeration. So what is the first one? Here a number name is given, that is 750,466. Okay, so we have to write the numeral for this. So by looking at this, do you understand? 750,466. So 750,000, it comes in which system of numeration? Obviously it will be in international system, isn't it? We in the Indian system of numeration, 100,000s are not there, isn't it? So the correct option will be 750,466. That means the first option will be the correct answer, isn't it? This is the correct answer. Now next question. Second, which of the following units is used in international system of numeration? Lakh, billion, crore, 10 lakh. So what is the answer for this? It is billion. Now moving on to the next one. Here from question 3, I leave the questions to you. You have to read and understand and choose the correct option. So how many millions make 1 billion? We have discussed this. You can solve on your own. Question number 4, how many millions make 3 crores? So children, you decide how many millions make 1 crore. and based on that how many millions make 3 crores. So choose the correct option according to that. Question number 5. On adding 1 to the greatest 5-digit number, the number obtained is, which one will you get? We have revised this. I'll tell you what is the greatest 5-digit number. The greatest 5-digit number will be 99,999. So if you add 1 to it, what is the number that you are going to get? Please correct, tick on the right option. Then sixth one, the smallest 6-digit number, the smallest 8-digit number is called dash. Is it 1 lakh or 1 crore? We all know that 8-digit number will be 1 crore, isn't it? Now let's move on to the next one. We have to use commas and write the names according to the Indian system and international system of numeration. And what is the number given? It is 999,85102. So let's write this in first in Indian system. There are 2 options given. Alright, let's look at the first option. Here according to Indian system, it is given like this. From the right, after 3 digits 1 comma is there, and again after 3 digits 1 comma is there, and the name is given 99,985,102. Is it right? No, because in Indian system of numeration, the first comma comes after 3 digits from the right, and then after every 2 digits the comma will come, and it is given 99,985,000. 100,000 we don't use in Indian system of numeration. So let's look at the next option. In the next option, how the commas are put? The first comma is after 3 digits from the right, and the next comma is after next 2 digits, and the next comma is after next 2 digits. So this is right system of putting commas according to Indian system of numeration. And let's look at the name given, 9,99,85,102. So this is right. So which option is right? Option B is correct answer. Now let's look at the international system. So the first option according to international system, it is given as for first comma comes after 3 digits from the right, and the next comma also comes after 3 digits from the next 3 digits. So this is right system of putting the commas. Now let's look at the name given. It is 99,985,102. So yes, this is the correct option. Alright. The next option is not right, because here we have after first 3 digits from the right, we have commas after 2 digits. So according to international system of numeration, this is wrong. So which is the correct option? The correct option is A. Now let's see what is the next one. Here we will once revise the units or the large numbers that we use in our day-to-day lives, isn't it? And here in this we have we use large numbers. We have discussed it earlier while we were doing the chapter. So what are the large numbers? 1 kilometer is equal to 100 meters, isn't it? And we know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So can you calculate how many millimeters will be there in 1 kilometer? That will be a huge number, okay, because that will be multiplying the so that will be equal to 1000 into 100 into 10 millimeters. All right. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 1 meter will be 100 into 10 millimeters, that is 1000 millimeters. And 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So 1000 meter into 100 centimeters is 1 lakh centimeters. So 1 kilometer is 1 lakh centimeters, and 1 lakh centimeters will become 1 lakh multiplied by 10, that means 10 lakhs milliliters. Okay, and this is a huge number. Now similarly 1 kilogram is 1000 grams, 1 gram is 1000 milligrams, and 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. So let's see the questions. How many centimeters make a meter? So what is the answer? 100 centimeters make a meter, isn't it? 100 centimeters make a meter. And how many millimeters make a liter? How many milliliters make a liter? The liter is 1000 milliliters, isn't it? It is 1000. The answer will be 1000 milliliters. Now, which among the following prefixes presents the smallest value? Kilo, milli, centi. We know kilo is the largest one, centi is smaller than that, and milli is the smallest one. So the smallest value is milli. Okay. Now next, how many grams make 1 kilogram? So 1 kilogram is equal to how many grams? It is 1000 grams. All right. Now next one, children, the word problems, we have discussed these word problems while we were doing the chapter. These are the word problems from exercise 1.2. So during your online exam and all, if you get the word problems, how do you solve that? What you do, you read the problem carefully and then you solve the problem in your rough notebook. You have to keep a rough notebook and or a sheet of paper and pen along with you, and you solve the problem in your rough notebook and write the answer. Answers are given as the options here. All right, the answers are given as the options here and you have to tick on the correct option. So what is this problem? A book exhibition was held for 4 days in a school. The number of tickets sold at the counter on the first, second, third and final day was respectively 1094, 1812, 2050 and 2751. Now find the total number of tickets sold on all 4 days. It's a very simple problem. The number of tickets are given for first, second, third and fourth day, final day, and how do we get the total? We simply add them and we get the total. See how we solve this problem. So this is the solution. Number of tickets sold on the first day is this. The number of tickets sold on the second day is this, and the number of tickets sold on the third day is this 2050, and the number of tickets sold on the fourth day is 2751. And to get the total number of tickets, what do? We can add them. We find their sum. And what is their sum? It is 7707. Okay, and let's look at the options. 7707. So B is the option. B is the correct answer. All right. So we can see that B is the correct option. So this way you have to solve the word problems in the during the exam if you get any one of them. Now let's move on to the next problem. Here this one also we solved during our chapter. Shekhar is a famous cricket player. He has so far scored 6,980 runs in test matches. He wishes to complete 10,000 runs. How many more runs does he need? And the options, 4 options are given. So what do? We solve the problem in our rough notebook. Runs scored by Shekhar 6,980 and runs he want to complete 10,000. So how many more means we have to subtract it, isn't it? So 10,000 minus 6,980, and what is the answer that we get? It is 3020. Now let's see which is the option 3020. This is option D. Okay, so the right answer is option D. Next problem, a machine on an average manufactures 2825 screws a day. How many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006? So, here also we have 4 options. Let us solve the problem first. Number of screws manufactured in one day, it is given 2825. Okay. And how many days are there in January month? They are 31 days. So, in the month of January, how many screws are produced? We will simply multiply the number of screws that is manufactured in one day with the number of the days. So, it is 31 multiplied by 2825. And what is the answer? We are getting what is the product? It is 87,575. So, which is the option? 87,575. 87,575. So, option C is the correct answer. Alright. So, this way you have to solve the problems in your exam. Now, a ninth one. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is required. Out of 40 meter cloth, how many shirts can be stitched? Okay. To stitch one shirt, 2 meters 15 centimeters cloth is required. Okay. So, out of 40 meter cloth, how many shirts can be stitched and how much cloth will remain? So, what we have to do? We have to do the division here. Alright. So, we have to divide the total cloth, that is 40 meter cloth, by the cloth needed to stitch one shirt, that is 2 meter 50 centimeter. Alright. And that will give us the answer. Here we have 4 options, but we do not know which is the right answer. Let us solve the problem. So, what is the total length of the cloth? It is 40 meter. We have to convert it into centimeter because we can solve the problem only when we take all the numbers given numbers in same unit. Okay. So, 40 into 100 is to convert into centimeters, we will multiply 40 meter with 100. So, it is 4,000 centimeters. Okay. And the cloth required to stitch one shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeters. So, this also will convert into centimeters. So, it is 2 into 100 plus 15 centimeters, that is 215 centimeters. And the number of shirts to be stitched out of 4,000 centimeters, how do we get it? We divide 4,000 centimeters by 215 centimeters. And what do we get? We get 18 as the quotient and 130 centimeter as the remainder. That means 18 shirts, the number of shirts will be 18 and the remainder, that is the cloth that will remain after stitching 18 shirts. So, the number of shirt is 18 and the cloth that is remaining will be 130 centimeters. So, 18 and 130 will be the right answer. 18 and 130 centimeters will be the right answer. Okay. So, here we have option A, 18 and 130, it should be centimeters. Okay. So, this is a problem here, but you have to change that, you understand that this is centimeters. Okay. So, 18 shirts will be stitched and the cloth remaining will be 130 centimeters. So, this way you solve the problem in the rough book and tick the correct answer. 10th problem is medicine is packed in boxes, each weighing 4 kilogram 500 grams. So, how many such boxes can be loaded in a van which cannot carry beyond 800 kg? So, here also this is also a division problem. We have solved it earlier. Let us see from these options which one is the right one. Let us solve this. Weight of one box is 4 kg 500 grams. We will convert it into grams. So, it will be 4,500 grams. Alright, and that is weight of one box. And what is the maximum weight a van can carry? That is 800 kilograms. That means it is 800 by multiplied by 1000, isn't it? So, how many? 8 lakhs grams it is. So, the number of boxes, to get the number of boxes, what do? We divide this 8 lakhs by 4,500. And what is the number that we are getting? the number of boxes, that is 177. Now let's see which option gives us the answer. 177. Yes, this is option B. All right. Now let's move on to the next one. Yes, the next topic that we are going to revise is estimation. We had discussed earlier that there are many real life situations where it is difficult to know and remember the exact numbers. All right. In those cases, in those situations, we just try to find the estimate of the numbers. So how do we do the estimations? Okay. So situations in which we do not need exact quantity, the estimation will do. So what is estimation? It is guessing or finding an approximate quantity or number which is almost near the accurate number. All right. So this is what is estimation. So how do we do the estimation? We have learnt this, isn't it? To estimate a number to nearest 10, what do we do? The numbers from 1 to 4 are rounded off as 0. That means below 5 the numbers are rounded off as 0, and the numbers from 5 to 9, they are rounded off to 10, isn't it? And how do we round off the numbers to nearest hundreds? Numbers from 1 to 49 are considered closer to 0 and they are rounded off as 0, whereas the numbers from 50 to 99, it is not, there is a typing mistake here. The numbers from 50 to 99, these numbers are 50 to 99 are closer to 100, isn't it? Now to the nearest 1000, how do we round off? So to round off a number to the nearest 1000, the numbers 1 to 499 are rounded off as 0, and the numbers from 500 to 999 are closer to 1000, so they are rounded off as 1000. Now we follow the rules for rounding off the numbers. What is that? We had discussed this earlier, that we have to look to the right side of the digit. Okay. So which if it is it has to be rounded off to the nearest tens. Okay, that means this one has to be rounded off. So what do? We look to the digit that is to the right. So here we have 9. So 9 is more than 5, it is closer to 10. So 39 will be rounded off as 40. All right, and the number will become 7240. Similarly, round this number to the nearest 100. Okay, so this number has to be this digit has to be rounded off. It has to be rounded off to nearest 100. So we look to the right. Here we have 8, which is more than 5. So this number, it can be rounded off as 500. 480 can be rounded off as 500. The next one, to the nearest 1000, rounding off to the nearest 1000. Again we see the digit that is to the right of the number or the number to be rounded off. Okay, the place to be rounded off. So it is 7 here and it is more than 5. So this number can be rounded off as 29,000. Okay. Now let's look at these questions, short questions. Round off the number 41 to the nearest tens. So 41 is closer to which nearest 10? It is closer to 40, isn't it? It is not closer to 30, neither it is closer to 50, it is closest to the 40. So it will be rounded off as 40. Now the number 3356 rounded off to the nearest 100 results in, the two options are given. So what we have to do? The number has to be rounded off to the nearest hundreds. Which is the hundreds place here? 3 is there in the hundreds place. So what is the digit next to this thing. So the digit to the right of the hundreds place is 5. Okay. So the digit to the right to the of the hundreds place is 5. So 356 can be rounded off as it can be rounded off as 400, and the number becomes 3400. Next one, the number has to be rounded off to the nearest 1000. Okay. So this place we look at the digit in to the right of the thousands place, that is 5. Okay. So 8500 can be rounded off as 9000, and the number becomes 19000. All right. Now fourth one, to round off the given number at hundreds place, we look dash side of the number at hundreds place. Okay. So to round off the number the given number at hundreds place, where do we look? To which side of the number? We look to the right, isn't it? We look to the right of the hundreds place. Now to estimate sum of difference or difference, how do we estimate sum or difference? To estimate the sum or difference, first we round off the given numbers and then find their sum or difference. So let us look at the first question here. Estimate 5678 plus 237 by rounding off each number to the nearest 100. Okay, it has to be, they have to be rounded off to the nearest 100, and the sum has to be estimated. All right. So how do we do this? 5678 by rounding off to nearest for rounding off to the nearest 100. Let us look at the first number, that is 5678. All right. It has to be rounded off to the nearest 100. Okay. So we look at the digit to the right, that is 7. That means 678 can be rounded off to 700. So it will become 5700, and 237 to round off the to the nearest 100, we look at the digit in tens place, that is 3. So that so 237 can be rounded off as 200. All right. So 5700 plus 200 becomes 5900. So this is the correct option. All right. This way you have to add and find the estimated sum or estimated difference also. I will tell you how to do that. Same way we have to first round off the numbers and then find their difference. So the second question is estimate 5678 minus 436 by rounding off the number to their greatest place. So here we have to round off the numbers to the greatest place. So let us look at the greatest place of these numbers. That means in 5678, which is the greatest place? It is 5, isn't it? And let us look at look to the right of the number, that is right of the greatest place, that is hundreds place. 6 is the digit there. That means 5678 can be rounded off as 6000. All right. And which is the greatest place in 436? It is 4. And what is the digit to the right? It is 3. So it can be rounded off as 400. All right. So subtracting 400 from 6000, what do we get? We get 5600. So what is the correct option? It is the correct option is 5600. So this is the correct option. So how to estimate the product? We have seen how to estimate sum and difference. Now how to estimate the product? Product means by multiplying two numbers we get the product. Okay. To estimate the products, how do we do that? Round off the numbers to their greatest place, then carry out the multiplication. Let us see. Estimate the product of 23 and 51. So 23 can be rounded off as 20 isn't it? And 51 can be rounded off as 50. Okay, and 50 and multiplied by 20 becomes 1000. So, this is the right option. Now, second one, estimate the product of 898 and 485. All right. So, this number 898 will become 900. Okay, and rounding off to the greatest place, that is hundredths place, it will become 900, and 485 will become 500. And what will be their product? 9 and 5, it is 45. So, it is 4,50,000 will be the answer. So, this is the correct option. Now, exercise 1.3, we will take some of the questions from exercise 1.3. So, what is the first problem? Estimate each of the following using general rule. So, here the numbers are 12,904 plus 2,888. We have to round off the numbers and find their sum. 4 options are given. So, how do we solve them? The number 12,904 can be written as 13,000, isn't it? Because here the digit, we can round off this place, thousands place, and the digit to the right is 9. So, it can be written as 13,000. All right, and 2,888 can be rounded off as 3,000. So, 13,000 plus 3,000, what will be the option? It will be 16,000. 13 plus 3, 16,000. Okay, let's see how we solve it. You can see on the number line that 12,904 is closer to 13,000. All right. So, it can be rounded off as 13,000. And similarly, 2,888 is closer to 3,000. All right. So, the estimated sum will be 13,000 plus 3,000, that is 16,000. So, the correct option is 16,000. All right. So, we will take this answer. The next one, we have to find the difference here. 28,292 minus 21,496. We have to round off the numbers according to the general rule. So, we can see that 28,292, this number is closer to 28,000. So, it can be rounded off as 28, and 21,496 can be rounded off to 21,000, isn't it? It is closer to 21,000. It can be rounded off as 21,000. Now, what will be the difference? 28,000 minus 21,000 will become 7,000. So, 7,000 is the answer. So, what is the correct option? The correct option is D, 7,000. 7,000 is the correct option. Now, let us see what is the next one. Here we have to estimate the product of these two numbers. So, what are the numbers? 578 multiplied by 161. So, 578 can be rounded off as 600, isn't it? And 161 can be rounded off as 200. Now, very easy to get the product. 600 multiplied by 200, we get 1,20,000. So, which is the option? Which is the right option? This is A. Next question. We have to find the product of 1,291 and 592. So, 1,291 can be rounded off as 1,291 can be rounded off as 1,300, okay, 1,300, and 592 can be rounded off as 600. So, multiplying 1,300 and 600, we get 7,80,000. So, what is the right option? It is 7,80,000 is the right answer. Moving on to the next one, D, 9,250 multiplied by 29. So, let us round off 9,250. It can be rounded off to 9,000, and 29 can be rounded off as 30. Now multiplying 9,000 and 30, what do we get? We get 2,70,000. So what is the right option? 2,70,000. Option B is the correct answer. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is using brackets and how to expand the brackets. Children, we have an example here. There are 6 pencils and 4 sharpeners, and the cost of each pencil and each sharpener is 5 rupees. Alright. So how to calculate this one? Let's see 2 children how they calculate them. This boy is calculating them like this. Cost of 1 pencil is 5. So cost of 6 pencils will be 30. Okay, separately he is doing that, and cost of 1 sharpener is rupees 5. So the cost of 4 sharpeners will be rupees 20. All right, and adding them, the total cost will be there, that is 30 plus 20 will be 50. But this girl, she has calculated this in a different manner. Total number of items purchased, that is 6 plus 4, and cost of one item is 5. So total cost is 5 multiplied by total number of items purchased, that is 5 multiplied by 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, and the answer is 5 tens are 50. So in both the cases we get the right answer, but the method of solving, simplifying is different. Now how do we simplify this one? Simplify 25 multiplied by 16 minus 12. So this we had done during the distributive property also. Okay. So how do we do this? 25 multiplied by 16, 16 minus 12 is 4. So 25 4 times is 100. All right. So this is the way you can solve the problem simply. Now find the expression that represents the statement 16 multiplied with the sum of 8 and 11. So which one is the correct expression here? Let's look at the first one, 16 multiplied by 8 plus 11. Yes, this is right, it matches with the statement, isn't it? Other options are different. So the right option is this one. Alright. Second one, find the expression that represents the statement the difference of 13 and 7 multiplied by 2. Okay. So which one is the expression which matches the statement? That difference of 13 and 7 multiplied by 2. So this is the expression that matches the statement. So this is the right option. Now Roman numerals, children, we will revise the Roman numerals in our next session. Till then, whatever you learnt today, keep practicing them. I have given you some homework, that also you complete while doing the exercises. Alright, till then, goodbye and keep practicing problems.